Hello, this is Tanner with Bulldog Rooter. I'm out here on job number 808-07892. Got called out here actually for a toilet that was leaking from the flange downstairs. After kind of seeing downstairs, we were talking about the actual main stack, and they decided not to have any work quoted for that toilet. But they did want to have their main line cabled out. It had been a couple of years. And so we went ahead and we ran the camera down, found that the line had quite a few roots in it, got a couple pictures of it. Went ahead and sent the 3-inch saw cutter, cut as much as possible. Ended up having a spot or two that was still, I wasn't comfortable with it, so I ended up sending the shark tooth cutter and just kind of hyperfixating on those points real quick, getting that cut as flush as possible, given the equipment that we are using. Well, anyway, we're here at 59 feet and 4 inches at the city connection. Going to start pulling back. Line consists of 4-inch clay tile, with a 6-inch city clay tile top. There's a worm. Here's the majority of the roots start about the 48-foot mark, and they stop right around the 20 to 15-foot mark, I believe, which is roughly where the clay tile transitions into cast iron. This is one of our rougher spots I had to go through with the shark tooth and try to rip that as much as possible. Before I was able to get about 60% of it, but I'd say we're at a good 90% now. Luckily, most of those roots are at the top, so they shouldn't affect too much. I would still recommend this get at least looked at once a year. To cut this much more flush, I would recommend jetting. That doesn't seem to be required, but it can buy you guys more time. Barring that, some foaming root killer would help wonders just as a maintenance. Just weaken what's left of those roots and just slow down the growth. This is one of the larger ones as well. I wasn't able to quite get this one completely cut flush. Recommend keeping an eye on that one in the future. Alright, then we transition the clay to cast iron. Looks like our very first root intrusion starts here at this 10-foot mark, which is the actual transition point from clay to cast iron. Back in the day, it was very common for them to essentially just shove pipes into each other, so that is a common place where roots will start to grow. And we can start pulling all this clean out. And this is where the work was performed. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.